My name is Kelby Joseph. I'm the founder and executive producer here at KKO Productions. We're a content agency or content company. As I like to say, we make all content developed for companies that are looking to grow. My mission is to not just be creative. I run a collaborative business. We utilize content across many different methods and across many different use cases. The most popular is advertising. It's important to me to work with like-minded people, but it's also important for me to work with folks who are not exactly there just yet. I started working with sales market mainly because I know that there's not only one way to win. And that's one thing I would even tell my clients. Our method is not the only way, but it's an important way. So in the past, I've ran ads, I've done cold email, we've reached out to people via LinkedIn, we've done the whole thing. But I just sat one day and just thought, how can I go another route and continue getting quality that doesn't look exactly the same as what I'm doing? And truth be told, we're working so much on client work that sometimes I'm like, okay, I need something to work automatically on the back end without me having to check it every single day. So with Sales Market, they brought that humanity to sales. And they brought that humanity in a world of AI sales where everybody is just, putting robots to work. But our clientele is built on real relationships. And that's what Sales Market brought to the table. So jumping into Sales Market, they brought in a bigger team, a skilled team, and they really thought about the best way to win for my specific business. They didn't change the game, they changed the players. And I think that that was the most important thing for why I stuck around with Sales Market and why I even signed up with them in the first place. I consider Sales Market to be my personal 12-man or 12-person sales team. So when they operate on my behalf, I don't even think about Sales Market. I think that is the KKO 12-person sales team. When it comes to how potential leads or potential new clients that KKO gets through Sales Market, they have no clue who Sales Market is. They're an organization that comes in, they blend in with my company, and they become a part of my team. And the only time that I know about Sales Market is when I pay the invoice at the end of the month. There was a really good moment for Sales Market, and it came, I would say, about 4 months in, 3 or 4 months in. For my company, we signed on a new client that was an ongoing client that I would say annually would bring in about $65K for the business. So long as we keep them and we do our job, they will essentially be paying for Sales Market in the future. So I think that that was the key thing that kept me around. I'm big on communication. As an entrepreneur, you have this sick mindset that someone is always available for you 24/7. I know it's not right, but it's how I operate. And I can send out a Slack midnight my time. I can send out a message, 3 in the afternoon. I know Ivan is going to respond. He's probably going to over-respond actually. So that's kind of the sick world that we live in. When you're a business owner, the doors never close. Business is always going. And if you have your tools ready for you, it's the thing that allows you to make your day a little bit easier. As an entrepreneur, as the owner of KKO Productions, I have gotten to the point where I can fine-tune and continuously fine-tune how I do business. And I think because they're continuously bringing high-quality leads to my business, it just sharpens me up even more. Because in the past, as I would do the riff-raff game of trying to find out if this person is qualified or not qualified, we actually kind of skip that step and we jump right into, well, how can I help you grow your business? I think as a small business owner, the number one thing you dream about is having the company be large enough for you to do something very simple, and that's called taking a vacation. When I wasn't working with sales market, vacations, time off, taking care of myself was something I never really thought about. And that's because 24/7, I'm on the hunt. I'm on the grind to try and find the next way everybody can eat. So my dream really was, how can I find a way to loosen the reins? How can I find a way to work with a partner that understands what I'm looking for, but understands that this, even though I like doing it, this portion of my job is only a portion of my job. Thanks to sales market, as an entrepreneur, I've been able to take a vacation. And that is very important.